This is an absolute national emergency. The terrifying nightmare scenario that the WNBA desperately tried to hide behind closed doors has officially blown up into a massive government intervention. It is officially over. The United States Congress has just stepped in, erupting in absolute fury over the horrific toxic treatment of Caitlin Clark, and the entire league is facing total destruction. The mainstream sports media is in a state of complete damage control, frantically scrambling to cover up the legal threats, but the shocking truth is finally out. What started as on-court jealousy has now triggered a catastrophic political elite shutdown that could end women's professional basketball forever. Top-tier politicians have explicitly warned league executives that their time is completely up, and the multi-billion-dollar sports empire is in absolute, undeniable panic. The panic behind the scenes is completely unprecedented. Shocking emergency meetings are happening right now in Washington because Congress is threatening to strip the league of its legal protections and broadcast rights. We are talking about a total, absolute shutdown of funding that will leave arenas completely empty and television viewership at absolute zero. The financial devastation is so severe that team owners are completely sweating bullets, knowing that one wrong move will result in federal investigations. If you think the league can just laugh this off and bounce back, you are dead wrong. This is the official, terminal downfall of the WNBA, and the hidden details will leave you completely speechless.
This cult-like inclusive league. This league is so inclusive, like Stephanie White said, it's so cult-like, and they demanded that demanded players, especially Caitlin Clark, are getting, fair treatment. So shout out to them. Stephanie White, Kathy Engelbert, and the rest of the league are in trouble now. Because when the truth starts coming out, oh boy, like I told y'all years ago, it's like walking into a house full of cockroaches and turning a flashlight on. Them roaches start scattering. Let's get straight into it,
young, wonderful basketball player, Caitlin. I thought that she was treated rather rough, if you want to know the truth. That was a much different kind of an event. That was a pretty bad event. But
wow, that was a pretty bad event. You can kind of hear the warning shots in Donald Trump's tone.
Rather rough, if you want to know the truth. That was a much different kind of an event. That was a pretty bad event. But
and you see that brother in the back smiling. He probably the one that forwarded this to Donald Trump. Him right here.
Before I expose the shocking reality behind this massive government war, I need to look you in the eye and ask for a massive favor. I am tracking this explosive political situation every single hour because nobody else has the guts to tell you the raw, unfiltered truth. If you want the real story that the sports billionaires are desperately trying to sweep under the rug, please smash that subscribe button right now. Join our family. We are trying to hit an incredible milestone this month, and your support is the absolute only reason I can keep fighting to bring you these breaking updates. Hit it right now, and let's get right back into the madness.
Discrimination and retaliation is occurring, creating a hostile work environment. We support any appropriate investigation by the Department of Justice, Department of Labor, and the EEOC. If true, such conduct could constitute violation of federal civil rights laws. Okay, here's the letter right here. And this is what is being asked of the WNBA. This is all the signatures on this from the congressman involved. We request answers to the following questions by July 24th. This is their way of politely saying, we want these answers. If you will not give it to us, we will drag you up here and demand them on the spot with everybody watching. That's what will happen. Number one, what is your review mechanism for physical hostility and violence on the court? Question mark. How will you hold players accountable for overly aggressive actions on the court, including towards Caitlin Clark? Question mark. What steps are you taking to protect the WNBA players from online harassment and off-court threats? Question mark.
The exact second Congress issued the ultimate warning, the entire league's house of cards collapsed completely. Television executives are freaking out as major sponsors pull out of multi-million-dollar contracts to avoid the political crossfire. Millions of furious fans are already organizing a brutal permanent blackout across every single social media platform, echoing the chilling warning, "Protect the star or the league dies." Broadcast ratings have already suffered a catastrophic, historic crash, and team executives are actively turning on each other in a desperate bid to survive the fallout.
I'm saying, right? I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Signed by a bunch of members from Congress. Shout out to them, man. Mark, it's kind of blurry, I can't read it. August, all these members of Congress. Shout out to everybody who's in defense of Caitlin Clark. But let's read out the questions that were sent out. Okay, I blew it up, it's better now. August, Mark, Sherry, Tim, Victoria, Aaron, Pete, Marlon, Diana, Zach. Shout out to everybody putting their name on this and letting them know this. Yeah, we are the ones asking these questions. So these are the questions, okay? We request answers to the following questions by July 24th, 2026. Question number 1: what is your review mechanism for physical hostility on violence on the court? Nice question. 2: how will you hold players accountable for overly aggressive actions on the court, including towards Caitlin Clark? They emphasize including towards Caitlin Clark, not just everyone else, but especially Caitlin Clark. You know, what steps are you taking to protect WNBA players from online harassment and off the court threats? I can answer these questions for you, which is what we'll get to as well, ladies and gentlemen. So before we even move on in this video, I just want to let you guys know, please, to all my viewers who's on Twitter, clip this and put this out there and request everybody to share it, okay? Starting now. I need your help. For years, I've been documenting one story. I've collected interviews, game film, league statements, media clips, timelines, and evidence that I believe raises serious questions about how Caitlin Clark has been treated amongst this league, not just by opponents, but by the environment surrounding the league. This isn't a video I put together overnight, by the way. This right here represents years of work, especially with what I know off the top of my head. So I'm asking for one thing, okay? One opportunity to present what I found to people in a position to review it, whether that's a member of Congress, someone
The front office realized far too late that the massive basketball boom was never about the organization itself, it was entirely about the star. Now, the government is involved, the cameras are shutting down permanently, the funding is vanishing completely, and the institutional panic is dangerously real. Is this the definitive permanent end of the WNBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, stay completely subscribed for the next emergency update, and I will see you on the next breaking story.